All right, welcome in. Sorry for the delay, chat. Cestrion is here. Cestrion is ready. We're waiting for Cestrion to get back and get set up. No big deal. But here we go. We got Baja and TGC versus Bra Inc. and Cestrion. This is a Metroid Prime 1 and 2 CGC race. And for more info on CGC, I am going to leave this to none other than the fantastic duo of Jay and I. And also, just real quickly, as we all know, Metroid Prime 1 is better than Metroid Prime 2. We'll get that fixed on the stream with no problem. If not, no big deal. We got another donation in here. I changed the donation goal from 10,000 pounds to 2,000. We get a donation in here from Fishing Boo. 20.28 pounds, bringing us up to 535 pounds. Let's get those donations in. But we are here. We are ready. Good luck. Have fun, everyone. And enjoy a little Metroid Prime 1 and 2.
Alrighty. Well, hello then. I'm joined here in the booth by Nai, and we're going to be commenting. This CGC race for the charity, which is ironic still, because there's only one real Prime player here.
You say that, but like I'm not going to discount any of these players as being bad at the game they're playing. Like,
No, absolutely not.
maybe like Brad's main game is Echoes, but that does not mean he is bad at Prime by any definition.
Yeah.
He's incredible in both games. Yeah, but like these four are seasoned runners. Like, they've been around the community for years. They all know their games front, back, inside, out, whichever direction you can ever think of it to put your socks on. They know it.
So this is also a quite. Oh, we're already starting. Okay, this is already also a quite fun matchup to get us into CGC vibes for the upcoming tournament, especially given that Baja and TGC are the current champions of CGC.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so what is CGC in the first place? These runners are each playing either Prime or Echoes. Their words are interlinked in the form of a multi-world. In other words, that the items from their Prime game could be in Echoes, like this boost ball as the first Echoes check. The reverse could be true. The objective these two teams have is to beat both their games. In the case of Prime, beating Metroid Prime, in Metroid Prime Essence, and in the case of Echoes, beating the Imperial Ring and Dark Samus 4.
A friend of mine once described CGC, and I still think that is the best description, as one giant puzzle, and each player can have their own puzzle parts, but also the parts for the teammates' world. And then we're just giving our best to try and get all the links together. Now, for the beginning, Echoes is gonna have not too much to do here, just fighting the Alpha Splinter. However, Prime is gonna have some, especially with those starting items, Prime is gonna have some pretty fast movement in the beginning and a lot of early game items. We just want to see a missile expansion here, honestly, on Prime's side.
Mm-hmm. The Prime game started with their Morph Balls, so they only had to keep looking for them. Dark Burst on the Half Pipe, which is unfortunately not super useful at the moment.
Who knows? Maybe Bra.
Yeah. And
maybe Cestrion is gonna go for bumpless bombs.
Yeah. On the Echo side, we start with Violet Translator, which lets them read the color violet. That lets us have hints, which like most randomizers, there are some hints as true about the world. They can read the ones that are violet. The Echoes randomizer puts hints on what usually is lore scans. And
Wow.
Oh, that's a screw attack. Okay. So
Where's
immediate
the
screw attack
Triplex?
for Echoes. Brass waiting for any sort of missile while TC is deciding to turn around.
I like this.
Yeah. By the way, we got wave on Splinter.
We're a missile launcher and a spider ball away from Tower Chamber being able to have SJ. Speaking of SJ,
Oh.
now TGC's
Spacia.
placement is even better, honestly.
I believe that is a miss. Oh, but that's an Echoes missile. That's Echoes launcher, so sadly that won't help the Prime players.
I'm just kind of jealous. Early SJ and early boost ball. When do I get that pleasure in my seats? So, SJ is pretty much one of the most important items in the game. It allows us to double jump, and especially the further we go into the game world, the more the areas are designed to, of course, already have SJ. In this case, it gives us access to that Amber translator here, which also... Oh, there's SJ for Echoes as well. Wow. Well, that's a full
You'll
access
see
to
in
screw attack.
Baja's screen a green text hint. That is a joke hint. It gives no information. I'm unable to tell what was there in Mining Plaza. Interesting that Sestron is going towards... well, no, maybe it's better here. Yeah, here we had a decision on both Echoes players. The Echoes players could have either headed here to Aegon, or headed back where they came from and go all the way to the GFMC compound, which is also Space Infinite Screw Attack Log. In this case, they both chose to go to Aegon, but there's also a possibility that the correct choice was going the other way, and these players have no way to know. And that's honestly part of what makes randomizers fun. Like you have
absolutely agree.
you have to take bets, and that gives them so much variance into how the experience can go out. And you can see why so many people really like randomizers.
There's also, with CGC, we also need to keep in mind, this is the most chaotic randomizer we race. So even if a team looks like they're in a strong lead, they can easily be turned around and the lead can easily go away again. And especially when you view back races, in a lot of races, the order in which you get certain items can actually make a huge difference in routing and can actually give teams a bigger advantage or disadvantage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it all depends on the decisions you make, but you can never know whether your decision was the actually correct one or simply just a little slower.
Sestrian abusing some standables here to get that power bomb expansion early. Those standables would have disappeared after defeating Bomb Guardian.
Ooh,
also
okay.
bombs.
We find bombs in prime bombs in Mining Station Access. We also already have found both joke hints, so we will not see anymore. The second joke hint was here in Mining Station A, courtesy of Sestrion.
Oh, Sestrian did not grab the bombs.
No, Sestrion did not. Sestrion hasn't been back to Mining Station Access. So that gives a small advantage to Bahan TEC. Although I would suspect that Sestrion doesn't take long to go back and get the check.
GGC is immediately routing back. I would say this is a Schrödinger's trip. So in Prime, we have a item check that is notorious for whenever you think about the item check not being required. However, if you ever forget to check that item, you'd be punished by it.
That was
Which is why we
Heisman.
call it Schrodinger's.
That's Heisman in Challengers. Oh, Dark Beam ammo?
Brad did the visual peak, I assume?
Yeah, Brad did the visual peak, so it's easy to confuse items as well when you don't have a. When you only have like a frame or so to actually look at the items, so they're easy to confuse. Like I thought that was Heisman, it was just Storm Camo.
So the Prime players
Although,
have
yeah.
two routing options here. We could either go to Talon right now, or we could go to mid-Chozo and delay Talon a bit longer. However, honestly, I think I'd rush Talon here. Because both runners are going to be... Yeah, Bra's agreeing with me, see?
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It makes sense. We have the Artifact Temple, we have the Crash Site, we can clear out Root
Annihilator
Cave.
Beam. Okay, so Annihilator Beam seems particularly important here, as this is our first beam in Echoes. This will allow us to go to get us through dark and light worlds without any other items. However, this art in particular is chock full of dark and light beam doors, which we cannot open with Annihilator Beam. So
Yes.
that doesn't mean they're free to roam.
No, but it does give us a lot of potential point of no returns.
Doomed Entry being one of them, which is the dark version of Command Center, the room that Baja is currently in. I find Thermal Visor. We do have Wave Beam. Can we do anything with that, Jay?
Well, we're 2 items short in either way.
2 items. Okay,
It could be Cargo Freight, but for that we need Ice Beam.
We need Ice Beam.
It could be Workstation, which for that we'd need at least Varia and Spider or Gravity.
Yeah, so most likely we are just missing something to actually make use of the Thermal Visor. At the moment, it is useless.
However, I know Bra is a fan of reading hints early, so we might get a glimpse at the artifact hints here in a second. And there's Echo's Bombs. That might give Baja a slight advantage here, actually, being able to go into Dark Aegon immediately.
Yeah. Yeah, Echo's Bombs is probably the most important upgrade that Echoes can get.
Did we go over SDKs and artifacts already?
No, bro.
So-
Read them.
SDKs and artifacts basically act as keys to the final bosses, meaning we have 9 shuffled in both games, and they are going to be in either one's game. So Cestrion can have artifacts for Prime, and Bra can have SDKs for Echoes. And it's gonna be important to get all of them. However, in Prime, we have the Phasing Suit, which is basically required for one singular check. However, the Phasing Suit is also needed to defeat the Essence. And is the only way to get a hint for that item is by beating the first of the final bosses of Prime and entering the Impact Crater.
We got Ice Beam in Gathering Hall for Prime. That's 2 early beams. Team Baja and TUC seem to have a rather large advantage in terms of progression now.
Dark Ammo.
Okay, so both SDKs and artifacts have hints. SDKs being the keys we need to access the final area in Echoes, or Sky Temple keys. and artifacts being required to access the final art in Prime. The hints for Prime, Bra has already scanned. They were in the Artifact Temple where Bra scanned all the statues. Echoes has a bit more trouble getting to their key hints, though. Their keys are hidden in the Dark World in the Sky Temple Gateway. However, we need some way to get into the Dark World, Super Missiles, and Seeker Missiles to get into the actual room. So we likely won't be seeing hints until somewhere like 40 minutes in for Echoes. These hints will tell us straight up where our keys are. And in the case of Phasing Suit, we have an extra hint after we deliver all of the artifacts and defeat Meta Ridley that will tell us the region the Phasing Suit can be found in.
Oh, there's an artifact in the tree.
There's an artifact in the tree. That means we need Super Missiles for Prime.
Also, Bra gets a slight advantage here over TGC, picking up that PB expansion for Prime and TTB. That is Plasma.
That is Plasma.
Spider Ball is hard
Ruined
required.
Fountain.
Spider Ball is
Ooh.
hard required.
That's all beams for Prime. That's interesting.
However, Plasma is a very late progression item, and therefore the Spider Ball could still be anywhere in the game. Or in Echoes, and
I wouldn't say super late for Plasma. Like, yeah, sure, it tends to be late, but like, there are Plasma checks that we could access early on, like the Ice in Fendrana.
yes.
So there's no telling really when that item comes in, other than actually finding the items we need to get it.
Drake, I'd be surprised if we'd see Floaty here.
What is Sestrin doing? Oh, waiting for bombs. Okay.
Oh, Bra's doing it.
Oh,
So-
Bra's going out of bounds.
Should we say the quote? Should we say the thing?
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
So every room is inside of a box. Basically, you can imagine every room in a square, and that square is aligning with the outer ends of the room. Within this square, the rules of physics apply to Samus. However, if she leaves the square, she would get basically stuck mid-air, ever so slowly rising. And we went out of bounds there by using some pretty nice standables to be able to see the upper item here without Spider Ball. Now this is a red key, and Bra is gonna very much hold onto this wall here and gonna start boosting. And with enough speed, he is gonna be able to unmorph clip into that wall and boost through the wall to pick up the item early. However, now that we don't have the height anymore, there is another small trick that we like to do. Oh. Bra's no longer going for it, goddammit. So we saw it earlier already. If the players basically in Prime especially have a corner, you can see how we are jumping inside the square where the physics apply, and then leaving that square, leaving the ether, being able to, and every time we enter that square again, we have a I think it's 3 frames or 2 frames window to input a jump to get a jump out of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
We have some coyote frames.
which enables us to climb walls indefinitely. Now, however, that is Spider Ball for Echoes. Ooh.
Not the spider ball we were looking for, but certainly take that.
A surprise, to be sure, but a welcome one. So, there's one big difference between Echoes and Prime, and that is our dearest friend, Limited Influence. Echoes, Prime is a lot more movement-based. So, as an example, we can see the players dashing everywhere. We can see the players doing R jumps and bunny
Zooming
hopping.
around.
Exactly. Which we are abusing limited influence for because of the lack of a sideways speed cap. However, Echoes got that speed cap. Echoes has to dodge that by a few different measures. The disadvantage of that is when you walk off a ledge in Prime, you enter a state called limited influence in which you can't really control Samus anymore and you're falling. There's no way up again. Echoes doesn't have that, which means every time Echoes misses an ether jump, misses those 3 frame time windows. Oh, nicely done by Baha. Echoes can go back out and start a new ether jump, which is why Prime is most likely, whenever we go out of bounds, gonna look for a corner here. Uh-oh. That's Varia.
It's Maria.
Ooh.
That is one deep area.
Yes, however, I sense bad things.
Okay.
TGC probably going to be slightly annoyed about the lack of the PB that we're going to find when we go towards Magmore here. Not being able to clear out Root Cave on the same time.
Okay.
Root Cave, Life Growth. So that barrier opens up a lot of the game world for us now. We have 99% of Fendrana open to us, especially with the thermal as well. We have a lot of Magmore open to us. And we'd have the option to check Hug of Great Lift in case Gravity wants to be funny. And we also got the confirmation from Drake that Seekers are in Junction Site. Seekers have been spotted.
Yeah, we also got Emerald from back of Zoid. Zoid being the incinerator drone, the one with flamethrowers that both players have fought.
Amazing.
There's Dark Beam in Overgrown Cavern. That's fun.
Oh, are we going for it? Is TG? I think TGC is going for it. Nope. Man.
Oh yeah, Cargo Fright Lift is Nodic, isn't it?
Yes. And I was super prepared for TGC to go down there, honestly. I wouldn't even have hated it, because we have still a lot of talent cleanup left.
Although considering that TEC does have Aria, it's not uncalled for to prioritize going towards Magmore instead. Especially considering that it is their last progression. Meanwhile, Bra's approaching Varia. They'll be getting it soon. Does Baha know about Seekers?
I would assume so. Baha was first to Dark Aegon.
Yeah, but like, did they look at Junction Set? Okay, they do know.
Now,
Yeah,
here's where the biggest advantage could come in for Baha right now. What's on the ship?
What's on the ship? Yeah, Zestron couldn't get this before because they hadn't defeated the Jump Guardian. They did just now, but now they have to come back all the way to the room Baha is in to get an item has just now been unlocked. Oh, Spider Ball coming in at a extremely good time for Cestrion. As Cestron is in the exact room they need Spider Ball for.
Oh, this could open up MSB as well here for Cestrion.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like... Oh, that's a suit.
No, that was a missile, I'm pretty sure.
That looked like a progressive suit pickup, which means that would be Phazon.
I think suits are a lot bigger.
Oh no, Baha no. Baha no.
Well, this is the Baja Classic. This is GFMC we are talking about.
No, Baha! Oh,
No,
Was
Baja
it?
has not gotten top of ship. Baja has not gotten the item.
no. Surely he's gonna get it on the way back. I have full trust.
Surely.
The top of ship is a major and Baha forgets it. That's gonna be the meme continuing.
So there's a joke in the community about Baja and GFMC because Baja hates checking hates checking GFMC, which is where the giant ship was, and constantly gets punished for it. And Baja is currently missing an item there.
And with the logic chain right now, there's not that low of a chance that this is actually a major.
No, Baja.
But Baha's not checking.
Yeah, I see the dot. I see the dot on the minimap. Baja did not get the item. Baja did not look at it.
Sam's getting a good question. Did he reset out of jump cutting maybe? I mean, I don't see a reason
think
to.
So I don't think I don't think Baja did, but he suddenly forgot about GFMC.
Oh, we're missing the artifacts. Ruined Shrine.
Rune Shrine, Watch
Station, Defiled Shrine.
We need Dark Visor. Underground Tunnel, Hydro Access Tunnel, Dark Turbis Arena.
TGC now also getting the
Main
PB
Plaza.
expansion. Yeah, that's the tree. Battleground.
Battleground and Quarantine Cave.
Hades.
That's one of this. Alright,
It's one of the main bosses for Prime.
Interested in Mining Station B, they're chasing those seeker missiles.
Which honestly, I would too. In this position, like you get them in Dark Aegon, you're still in Aegon, it's not going to be too much of a time waste. However, I'd be more suspicious of Underground Tunnel here. And the general...
Don't have boost wall to get it to underground.
Oh, right, it's Spider. I looked at the tracker, that's my bad.
Okay, missile on Mining Station B. We're getting a hint from Sastrian, which is a suit for Prime 1 in Forgotten Bridge. We know that's not Varia, but we could be Gravity or Phazon.
Baha did
Okay.
not reset out.
Baha
Maybe
did not
we
reset
just
out. Thanks for
misseared and
checking,
Baha
Rick.
grabbed ship first?
I don't see a reason to not get.
I mean, I don't
to
see
not
it
at least
either,
look
but
at the item.
I don't see the reason
Baha
either.
just hot
but-
dog. Okay, hot dog is a term we use in the Prime community. It has a bit of a history. We use it to say that someone missed a check that accidentally forgot about a check or missed a check. The term, well, we call it hot dogs because during one of our multi-world tournaments, which we call CEC, Cross King Cup, there was a team hot dog that was composed, I believe, of Aaron Explosives and Draconov. And in one of their matches that they won, by the way, Draconov forgot one of Aaron Explosives' suits. So Aaron Explosives was forced to do a horrible trick so they could finish. And later on, when they realized where the suit was, the EF just went like, "I'm sorry. I guess I missed it." Aaron was not happy about it. And since then, we call missing items like that hot dogs, because DF just happened to forgot to look at the item.
Is
of the
Bra
room
doing
they
what
passed by.
Is Bra doing what I think he's doing?
I think Bra wants Hydroaxis Tunnel, since that's an artifact.
And I think Bra wants mines.
that would be an interesting thing, considering we know where plasma is. Do we even have logical access to mines? No, we don't.
We're one item away. We might as well.
We're missing gravity or main power.
No, we just need PVs. Yeah, we just need PVs. We might as well. It's
maybe.
Especially upper mines is a pretty good hallway here, in my opinion. Like, you get a lot of item checks that are late and could still have pretty good progression rates out of the way early and have a pretty nice way into clearing back laps into front laps.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really dislike it. Bra just needs to get the wall boost here, which can be finicky.
Okay, we have an SDK in A-Gun Energy Controller, as well as the hint for Seekers and Junction Site. Oh, Cistern's gonna check for Vanilla Light Beam. Vanilla Light Beam is one of the worst items you can get in their vanilla location. Okay.
Screw Attack would like to have a discussion about that.
Honestly, a Screw Attack's not as bad because you don't have to do an entire loop around an area.
That's fair.
It's just a side room, and if you're good enough, you don't even get punished for checking it without Screw Attack.
So one thing that is worth mentioning with now both prime players being in different regions, Bra is gonna have a much harder life here in mines because obviously this is a much later area in the game. Oh, we're immediately leaving again.
That's interesting.
I don't know if I like this, honestly. I think I would have stuck with it at this point.
I think Bra wanted to get the artifact and save warp and just chose to get main carry out of the way.
I'm pretty sure Cestrian still has a few checks left.
Cestrian still has quite a bit to go through.
Baha now
Cestrian
going for...
did not check Vanilla Lightning, by the way. They stopped it in Cache 2. So they might get punished for it. We'll see.
Zoomers. Here we have a good visual peek. Okay, it's honestly, I really enjoy seeing this item not required. There is a very complex trick that I'm not sure if TGC is able to do it, but I know Bra can do it for sure, to skip the spider ball requirement for that specific one. So we're going to take it not being required. Bra going for an item peek. I was not able to make out of what that item was, to be honest. Is that supers?
Supers where?
In upper fiery shores.
I don't know. I mean, if
that is another red key that's getting ignored. I was not able to see what was in Canyon, to be honest.
No, neither was I, but TEC doesn't seem interested.
It is quite hard to look at 4 screens at the same time.
Yeah.
Here we have our first contacts with the Triclops. which were friendly enough to give us a seed hash with them included as well this time.
The seed hash for this for the randomizer is Screw Triclops Salmons. Okay, get another STK from Ruined Courtyard.
Up so far, I don't think any of the players has any big progression advantage, though.
No, I think the biggest progression advantage here is Seekers, and I know Baja can overcome it by destroying the Seeker locks with Screw Attack. Which, yeah, for some reason, the Screw Attack locks are just vulnerable to Screw Attack, and you can open Seeker doors with it.
The screw attack locks.
Oh, Brawl got Cobalt in Light Grove, apparently.
Oh, right.
Okay,
That part of the
super
track was
missiles
unfortunately
in
cut off.
bioenergy production for Prime. We need that for one of the artifacts, so...
Baja's gonna be right there as well, given that
PGC
we're...
is gonna be very happy about it, considering
Yeah.
they're in a room where they need supers.
If Hydra is important, this could be big. Well, at least a big advantage for TGC here, given the time.
I don't know if I agree with what Baja's doing. Baja wants to take a peek to Storage C, but TC being where they are, they're gonna force them to wait.
I think Baja can't see the item.
Oh. So are they just gonna make TC backtrack?
It's either main PBs or a suit in Hydra.
Yeah.
And that would make mine's logical if that's actually prime main PBs.
Yeah, it's main PBs according to Sam.
And we are
Okay,
going to
yeah.
see TGC turn around.
If it's main PBs, I don't think TEC turns around. I think TEC just says, hey, they're now in logic. And just...
I would like to...
I mean, yeah, PBs, having more PBs in Prime is fun because of that drop system.
It's not bad, it's just
Terrible.
statistically not good. At least ours is consistently bad.
Yeah, but like, I think TEC just takes the knowledge that that power bombs are now in logic and runs with it. Rather than
Yeah, I guess with
actually going
TGC
back.
having two, I could see it, yeah. Also, TGC using those boxes here to shoot a missile over the barrier, which allows us to lower the control tower here without plasma beam.
Normally, we need to break some sheet ice in a window to actually fire at those canisters in the side of the tower, but no. We can just shoot shoot off the barrier.
I only remembered that, by the way, a few weeks ago when a friend of mine did their first playthrough, and I completely forgot how to do this room vanilla. That's what Rando does to you.
I mean, you'd have to do it vanilla if you don't have the space jump.
Yes. Well, there's ways.
There's always a way with Metroid Prime, considering you can stand anywhere you can see.
Yes, the beautiful rule, if something in this game looks standable, it probably is. They did a much better job at stopping the people in Echoes. However, Echo still has some pretty nice standables.
Some pretty nice standables, and you can go out of bounds basically anywhere.
Yes.
Okay. Bro's doing another item peek here. I don't know what that was.
Oh, with the trees coming up.
Okay. But essentially, what Bro did was they used the camera missile expansion on the ship. Baja got lucky.
Never punished.
Never punished. What Bro did to peek that item was they used the recoil, well, the camera recoil from the supers to clip it into the wall and see through it into where the item normally is in this room. A suit in Battleground. That is in the ink cache. We need Dark Visor to get that. Yeah, it's either light ammo or missile in FDA for the transfer access. I don't think that's a suit that Sestrin just peaked.
I'm gonna try to VOD die for that one, because I'm still not sure.
Oh, there's Prime 1 Spider Ball. In cache 4, locked by that Dark Beam. So Prime 1 can now get their Plasma Beam.
That could be quite the advantage, depending on how fast Sestrian goes back to Dark Aegon.
Yeah, going back to Dark Aegon doesn't seem like the best option for Echoes. On the other hand, we are still missing a suit, power bombs, and light beam on Echo's side. So we can't get to Turbis or Sanctuary yet.
Okay, whatever it is, it has particles.
I think it's either dark ammo or a missile.
Definitely
Maybe
not dark
light ammo
ammo.
even.
It has yellow particles.
Yellow particles? Then it's a missile. Oh, nice little dash from brother. Has TC gotten hints? I don't know.
I would think so.
Like,
Given that we
maybe
did
they
the-
have scanned them, but they haven't read them.
Yes.
Okay, Baja is gonna break into Turbis. Just,
And Sestrian back in labs. If
Sestrian back
Sestrian
in
pushes
labs.
front Aegon here, this could be good. We really want to see that play being made to go front of Aegon here to keep Sestrian and Bran in a good position. Flicker bats. Aren't they beautiful?
Bra will be able to get the main power bombs here.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's definitely the main power bomb. Yeah. We need to defeat Fardas, so power bombs are pretty nice to have. Who knew that explosives were effective against rocks?
Pokemon did not teach me that.
Well, I would say something, but yeah, the normal type move explosion is not very effective. against
Oh,
rock
Sestrian is
types.
going. Sestrian is going
Sestrian?
back.
Ooh.
Wait,
Well, that's interesting.
how do we not activate this yet?
Session went out of bounds and entered through transport center.
Oh, but this
It's
is
interesting
really
that
good.
Session is coming back here, but this will be incredible for them.
Yes, especially with Bra, what seems like returning to.
Oh boy. Okay, interesting that TC's not fighting Fardas. Oh right, TC hasn't read their hints yet. How about the light
Oh.
beaming Kumon?
Well, you know, it's only a small jump. Is Bra trying to rush artifacts?
Maybe? I really
I mean,
don't
as-
like TC not reading their artifacts either though.
As good as this positioning is right now, giving the spider board that is incoming, which is gonna grant us plasma beam immediately. This is gonna put us off of light beam for quite a long time.
Yeah. Baja right now is in an amazing position, and they practically just need super Baja. They practically just need supers and suit to get their head.
Bra skipped tree.
Bra skipped a tree.
Bra knows there's an artifact in the tree. And there's the immediate turnaround. That spider ball couldn't have come in a better room.
Yeah. Because we haven't defeated Flagra, we can't actually use the spout to propel us up. However, everything is extendable in this game. And that includes the walls.
I mean, that looks like you could stand on it.
That looks like I could stand on it and break my foot.
Chozo strengthened bones?
I saw super missile hint oh, well, I guess it doesn't matter if super missiles are in the same room. They're hinted. They're supers for echoes.
That's insane.
Nice hint. Yeah, but that's supers for Baja. Baja should now be able to safely get their key hints, which they might do soon.
Yeah.
Albion Chemos, did we ever find Sonic Boom?
Not that I'm aware of. Torvus Temple Access is Sonic Boom.
Okay, now yeah, then we have found every single one. That's fun.
Because overall, this is close, but at the same time, Baja and TGC with their light beam having a huge advantage here.
Okay, TGC is checking their hints now. They'll realize that they made a mistake by skipping the rock.
The rock, in the meantime, could be a huge game breaker for Sestrian and Bra. Given the position right next to light beam, that could get them back into this race.
Yep. Yeah, at this point, Sester and Bra are just looking for stuff to comfortably traverse the world, and Baja and TEC can traverse the world already comfortably, but they need to know where their objectives are. Yes, we still need Dark Plyster for one of Prime 1's artifacts.
Morphos is the nearest screw attack wall.
We haven't gotten that. That's in one of 2 rooms, and both rooms have 4 items. Have 2 items, right? For a total of 4.
ATS or
Under
Temple.
Temple.
Still got it. Echoes remains. Woo!
Okay. Yuma's reward for returning the Sanctuary Energy is dead. Missile system near some Lumina floor. That would be... missile launcher?
So there's a lot coming in now. We're getting a high five from Flagra, though TGC is going in from behind and Bra is coming in through Sunchamber access. And at the same time, Baja is now on their way to grab the SDKs.
With this, TEC and Baja will know exactly what they need to do to beat their game.
That should be true. Yes,
Interesting
that is true.
that both TGC and Bra are doing Flagra at the same time.
Yeah, but TGC will have a faster fight in general. With there being, well, no fight. So those blocks are actually also breakable by PBs. And coming in from the behind, we can lay 2 precise... Oh, that could be good for both teams.
Yep.
And with us laying 2 precise PBs, we can detonate all those bomb slots with exactly those 2 PBs and make the fight a lot shorter.
Alright. So
shorter than it's already with
cutscenes. Meditation Vista. Poison Bug, we need Light Suit. Hasten Cliff, Plaza Access and Turbis. We need Boost Ball. And Watch Station Access. Okay. So we are missing Light Suit, Boost Ball, and Dark Visor. And that, well, yeah, those 3 items plus Face and Suit for Prime is all the Bahan TC need to finish their games.
I'm trying to think how realistic is it that Cestrion can finish this without Light Suit, without Light Beam.
Watch Station Access is particularly rough to do without Light Beam.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
There's a chance, yes. Yeah, for Watch Station Access, the A4 box is a bit dumb in that it's absolutely humongous.
You know what I just realized, by the way? Sorry if I interrupted you, but that Light Beam is out of logic.
Well, oh, we don't have Grapple Beam. You're correct.
Neither of the Prime players has Grapple.
Oh.
So the better question would be, that's probably also why Bra skipped it. But then at the same time, we're not doing Qma, but we're doing Magma Pool.
Yeah, who knows what goes on in that guy's head.
This is a quite hard match.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
That is not optimal. I don't know where the last backup save is.
No sweat. Okay, missile expansion. Magma pool.
I like this play though, because Training Chamber is in logic, so clearing this out now feels
It's
good,
not in logic because you don't have grapple.
Well, yeah, you don't have grapple, but still.
Okay, nothing here.
Unfortunately, we will be punished.
Mm-hmm. Baja's trying to skip the gate here. They're performing a triple bump space jump, which is essentially abusing what are they called? Abusing the frames they have to jump. Okay, so suiting for Gun Bridge is not face sensitive, which is a bit unfortunate. But yeah. Baja was performing a bomb spacing, which is essentially abusing some the frames that the Morphle has to actually perform a jump. To perform an instant morph, and by having the unmorph animation interrupted, they can press B to just jump in midair. I believe they have a leniency of around 21 frames after the Morphle leaves the ground to do so.
Sounds about right, yeah. Unlimited beam ammo. Now we will have to come back here. Bra making their way into Magmore. Now, the big question here is, with Bra already rushing a lot of the artifacts, if we see their play for Thaddeus, we are getting Light Beam. But we need to see this play for Thales now. Especially with their Plasma, I don't think there's going to be a much better time to fight Thales, honestly. Our loadout is about as good as it gets. However, Plasma processing.
There's Grapple Beam.
That is
That's a location for that. Well,
That
that's
is,
lightning logic.
that is you.
That is accurate.
However, this might give Bra the nudge to like check Cumon, you know? Also, nice
Yeah.
flamethrower in Venomous Pond? Venomous Pond. Who says Prime players can't know Echo's room names?
I mean, sure, blind players who also play the battle game.
Ooh, I don't like Bra's health at all. We're about to run into a room with flying pirates. And nice drop system. Thank you for the missile drops.
I mean, they have
That's just
plasma
what we
beam.
need.
They should be able to deal with the pirates rather efficiently.
Yeah, but then at the same time, this is Prime. Yep, there is the rockets coming in. Now we don't want to see that play for mines here. We need to see that play for. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We might have a race here.
Oh, Session's gone for hints? Ooh, okay, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we have a race. Yeah, this will let Bra and Sester know what all they need to finish. And honestly,
I just realized something.
The only difference between the both teams is one item that Bra's
Yeah.
Wait, Bra?
So, Hayden, why are we safe warping?
Oh,
We aren't actually going into cargo freight now, right? Did Bra forget that Cumon is a thing?
That's not good.
So, I just realized something funny now.
Hmm?
We're having a 50-50 chance of vanilla, well, 25% chance of vanilla main PBs.
Oh no, please no.
Mm-hmm.
I could be boost wall. We need boost wall.
Yeah, it could be boost ball, it could also be main PBs. On PB Guardian.
Mm-hmm.
No, this is absolutely a play for Biohazard. I just don't know if I would agree on this at all.
No, I don't agree on this play either. You fight for
Oh,
this,
and
you
that's
have the
even
power
worse for
boost.
Bra. The fact that that's extra, you don't want to reset out of it. And we have that pivot.
Oof.
That's rough.
That is very... They were, like, 3 rooms away from Light Beam too, which sucks.
Yeah, this is a rough route.
Like, yeah, I don't agree with not fighting for this immediately.
Not doing pseudo-gravity? That's a shame.
That's... Okay, so there's a small trick that is specific to this room, which is pseudo-gravity. Turns out that the game freaks out if you enter and exit this room multiple times through the top door. And just suddenly decides that you should have normal physics instead of horror physics.
So I think this pretty much gives Baha and THC a really big
Baha
lead
and
at this point.
Yeah, Bra missing Light Beam just gives them a massive lead. Session making it to their hints. Okay, Bra's not continuing to Biohazard. Yeah, they're safe
Yes.
warping.
Bra's
So they
considering the
don't-
reset. I'm pretty sure Bra's considering the reset right now. And to be honest, I would probably reset here.
Yeah, like we don't have
Yeah.
Omega Pirate required, so there's
Well,
no
there is the
reason to keep
chance,
going.
but At this point, when your Echoes player is basically in logical BK, you have to take risks. So while I do agree that that X-ray can be important and it's a tricky choice, I would make the exact same call and reset this. Also, Baha is trying to find that vanilla main PBs.
Again, we need
I'm-
useful. So
Yes, I know. I just want to see the vanilla PBs. I have not yet seen vanilla Echoes PBs in my life.
Jay and I, do you mind if I cut on in here real quick?
No, go
sure,
ahead.
Go ahead.
Fantastic. We got a $10 donation from Elizabeth, who says, "Here y'all go. Y'all keep me entertained and sane while on the treadmill or falling asleep. Now, will I ever play any Metroid games? Question mark. Appreciate the $10 donation. Again, you can all donate by using !donate in the Twitch chat. The donation currency is British pounds, so just please be aware of the conversion factor. And Jay and I, good to hear you both back on commentary.
It's good to be back. Also, that is that light beam for Cestrion. A lot later than anticipated, but we do get it in the end. Bra is starting the Thardas fight. I kind of expected this. Bra has been very throughout when it came to artifacts, and TGC has managed quite a good job at keeping on par there. Like, we're on the exact same amount, we have the exact same picked up, though I think Bra missed the tree.
Yeah,
So I'm not
hasn't
sure.
gotten the tree, I believe.
So
Powerbomb vanilla. Ooh, that hurts.
you know, Captain would say they wouldn't call this on purpose. I definitely did.
Vanilla power bombs for echoes. That's right.
Can't say I've seen that
That's
before.
even worse because that punishes you for chasing the hint that could have been part of your go mode.
Yep. Also, thank you, Cestrion, for the validation. Nice high five here from TGC and Bra.
We get to hear the music of the Teddy Rockman.
My main question is, what do we do with those main PVs? I think if I was in the Echoes player's position, and I'm not an expert on this topic, but if I was in this position, I would probably hunt this into immediate Sank.
Yes.
With both players having Cobalt being a lot of hints in Sank, and at this point Sank being our most checked dense area, no hints available, I think that's gonna be the best call. The question is, will Cestrion try to rush PB Guardian before that? Also an interesting decision from Baha to fight Grapple Guardian here. Bra now clearing out the rest of the labs cleanup that we missed earlier with that reset. It is interesting that except for that X-ray, Bra and TGC are about on the same page of clearance of the regions. Bra has a little more throughout clear of Chozo, and I think no checks remaining there as well. TGC does have the advantage of that X-ray and doesn't have to go back for that. This is quite even still. Even though that lightning was a lot later. And that's exactly what we were talking about earlier with how races can be determined in the order that items are picked in, or how getting an item later than your opponents might not have to mean the end for the race. CGC is full of surprises in that theory. Bra, I'm not sure if TGC had plasma at this point, but Bra is about to also get a peek at Storage Cave, which is usually a more isolated place. However, nothing was acquired. These Metroids. Cestrion trying to get air underwater. Do you want to explain air underwater, Nai? Nai? Well, it is Dark Visor and Light Suit Casino. We still miss both suits on either Echoes player's side. So...
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Welcome back.
Perfect. Yeah, I explained air on the water before you asked, and then just man.
Technique.
No, my internet had a hiccup.
Oh yeah, tell me more about it. So Baha is making that Sank play that I was proposing.
Alright, so what Sestrum was trying to do is he was trying to get air on the water, which is a trick to get to be able to screw attack underwater. What we're trying to do was morph on the same frame that the camera enters a water body, which will cause the fog effect that the water has to not take effect, and will also allow them to screw attack underwater, which you normally can't do.
I wasn't able to read the first hint here, the first Cobalt hint in...
Nah, I didn't catch it either.
Baha seems invested in that energy tank? Never mind. We're turning around? Is this faster? Going through staging area?
Depends. Like, It is faster to get up. A progressive suit near a screw attack wall. Dark Visor? Wait, what was in PCA again? Was that Dark Visor?
I think so. However, that is only a very slight inconvenience if it is.
Well, we know where X-Ray is, but remember that Bra reset that out.
Yes, however, this is Bra we are talking about. If necessary, he will walk roll that from a Mega Research. Which, I still don't want to learn that walk roll. However, it seems like Baja is about to run into the first suit.
No, it was Boost Ball in PCA, which we still need, but Session can get Cannonball. It was Boost Ball, just check the bond.
So while Baja has that dark suit now, Cestrion still has the info about that suit, which is good.
Yeah. Cestrion has a very good reason now to perform Cannonball.
Yes.
Do you want to explain what Cannonball is, Jay?
Well, it's not really my field of specialty. However, whenever you use a cannon in an inactive room, whenever you use a cannon, you get a status that is called Cannonball, which deals a load of damage, an insane load of damage, and this would be taken away as soon as you collide with the surface at the end of the trajectory. However, by performing a wall crawl here in Sank, we can make the room unload before we hit the collision, which would take away the cannonball, permanently granting us the bonus until we enter a cannon again or we reset out. In which case, we cannot be damaged while in Morph Ball, and it would give us the ability of boosting. However, it will not give us the damage of boosting, so we can still damage stuff, and there are certain creatures that are very vulnerable to Cannonball, but we cannot break certain objects in the game world that require exactly the boost damage. That's about as good as you get as an explanation from me. Bra is rushing lower mines. Yeah, I absolutely agree with this, honestly. Knowing Bra's trick capability and knowing that even if PMT would be required, Bra would be able to get it, I absolutely agree with pushing lower mines here. However, Bra is in every Prime player's favorite room. This is MQA. And even for top runners and top players, this room can be a nightmare. Also, MQA being MQA.
And there's Cannonball. That's extremely convenient for Echoes. So, Cannonball is an item, and rather than a status, which means that we can also have an item that just gives you Cannonball. In this case, Baja just locked into it in Sentinel's Path, which makes TEC not really need to go towards PCA to grab the boost ball, as Cannonball is a suitable replacement.
Hello, Boost Guardian. Bye bye, Boost Guardian. Yeah, Echoes is notoriously known for its long boss fights.
Dark Visor on lower elite research.
Well, that's quite unfortunate.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Bra, because he's going for the item that he doesn't strictly need to get.
That also puts TGC and Baja into Phazon and
Interface
Light Suit
and Light
Go
Suit
mode.
Go mode. Yep. And we know that one of the suits was in ATS, so we're missing one more.
Nice dash here from Brad to get across the Phazon pit. Oh, hello, Ice Spreader. I still remember the time where this wall crawl was like new to the racing community, and me and Brad sweet to weekly because we both did it. Well, that's Phazon. If Bra would have went one room further, Bra would have found Phazon earlier. Phazon is in Storage Depot A.
Oh no, that's Gummoed for Baja and TZ.
Well,
Almost.
that light suit would like to have a
That
talk.
light suit. Yeah, that.
However,
I'm forgetting about that
Baja
light suit.
is skipping hints. So either we have the info on light suit, or Baja is
Or-
not intending to grab light suit at all.
The thing is, Poison Bug is an SDK, not an artifact, which means that Baja can't reset out.
But even then, if my knowledge, and I don't have a lot of knowledge about Echoes, isn't incorrect, you'd still need gravity boost to be able to escape without light suit.
No, you don't need gravity boost.
Well, at least it makes it a lot easier.
It makes it easier, yes, but you don't need it. What gravity boost does in dark water is make water physics for morph only be normal. Is
But yeah, it
Bra
looks like-
planning to? What is Bra doing?
Load trigger from elite quarters.
Ah, right. We need to hit load triggers. Do you want to explain load triggers and room loads?
Basically, something Echoes players don't have to worry about as much is every room has a certain trigger that unloads the previous room and loads the next room. Or most of the rooms, not every, but quite commonly in Prime, if you don't unload the previous room before you load the next one, you will hear a very nice buzzing in your ears because the game just can't handle it and it will outright crash. So in Prime, we have to actually make sure that we load every room, and only very certain rooms are able for us to be fourth loaded. Echoes doesn't have as much problems with that, but there's still a few occasions where even Echoes needs to load. Yeah, PCA Boost Ball is something. This is definitely one of my... Actually, no, it's one of your better creations. You gent the Triclops one.
Oops.
Yeah, blame Nye for once. Could have been worse. I remember that I gented a CGC seat last year in the tournament that had Space Jump in PPC for Prime. And I remember that it was your seat, Nye.
Gosh. Okay. Light suit
Oh.
in Battleground.
And
So-
that is
Oh right,
Golo.
we've known about light suit for a while. We knew about that suit. I forgot about that hint. So yeah, that's Gummo then.
Which explains why we were rushing
Rubber Rush.
SDKs and artifacts
SDKs
instead of
and
playing for
artifacts.
hints, yeah.
Yeah, so Team Baja and TC became no mode the moment they found Dark Visor. which means they are now just hunting their artifacts and keys, and from there they'll go fight their final bosses.
TGC now also grabbing those main PBs.
This is taking a say. Meanwhile, Baja's heading, I believe, for their SDK in in Plaza Access. Meanwhile, Broth just now finding Dark Blaster, and they'll be finding Facing Suits soon. And at which point they'll only need Cestrian Suits. I don't know. I think they know about one of them. They don't know about the other though. They know about the one in Battleground, I think. Let me check. I don't know. Getting their key. Well, TGC is just now waiting for the remaining artifacts from Baja's world to come in. Afterwards, they'll be able to head into Ridley to fight them. Into the Ridley fight, into Artifact Temple, and then we'll head into the final area in the game to finish their game. Bra, in the meanwhile, finally getting their Facing Suits, which is... So, Cestrian and Bra only need to get their suits, although they are also at a disadvantage in terms of Sky Temple keys, which will take them a bit to get still. What is Bra considering? Oh, maybe Bra is done in their game-ish? Bra checking something. Yeah, Baja getting their last Sky Temple key, Poison Bug.
What was the last artifact?
The last artifact Prime needs is the File Shrine, I believe. Which is near Sky Temple Gateway, at the end. So Baja will just be heading that way now, and as soon as they get it, they both will head into the final bosses. Session's probably heading towards the suit in Battleground. Meanwhile, I think Bra is done.
Yeah, because we now acknowledge that both suits are in Cestrian's game. However, we are still missing a lot of artifacts for Bra.
Yeah, it's just Prime players are just waiting on their last of their artifacts. Yeah. Session's getting their dark suit. Meanwhile, Baja is already back in Temple Grounds, just need to go through a portal, and then they'll be in the area where the File Shrine Sky Temple Gateway is. I don't know if Sestria knows where their light suit is, or if they're just rushing Brass artifacts. We're approaching the door to Artifact Temple. Or maybe not. I think Bra's making check. Oh, Bra's gonna go get X-Ray. Since they have time to do so, which is
that makes
honestly
sense.
pretty nice.
That actually makes a lot of sense, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so the final boss for Prime, Metro Prime Essence, actually has some interactions with the visors, and is a lot worse when you're missing either of the visors, so it's better for Bra to use their time to go get that visor that they know of.
So yeah, both players now entering the final boss stage. Do you want to talk about Echoes?
Okay, sure. So Echoes has essentially 4 different final bosses: Empowering 1, 2, and 3, and Dark Samus 4. Empowering 1, Baja just defeated, which is just getting rid of the tentacles and just shoot at the eye until it dies. Empowering 2 is the Chrysalis form, because there are some tentacles that come out of the Chrysalis, which once you destroy all 11 will go on to phase 3, and then there's phase 3, which is the fun phase. Phase 3 of Empowering, you're normally supposed to hit the core that is in its mouth, and depending whether it turns light or dark, it's the beam you need to use to damage Empowering. However, you can break its kneecaps with Screw Attack, because during development, you were supposed to damage Empowering with Screw Attack, and when that was scrapped, they forgot to remove the hitbox, so Empowering still receives damage by Screw Attacking near the tips of its feet. Which means that we can defeat Empowering quite quickly by just breaking its kneecaps. Now heading into Dark Samus for Baja, we'll be doing as close as he can to 302 damage in order to set up Dark Samus to skip Samus's final phase, which we call getting centered. Because Samus goes to the center and then decides to just become invincible. So what Baja is going to do is they will screw attack Dark Samus while actively shooting missiles to keep Dark Samus AI from going into the final phase, and instead just spamming their shield, which will give Baja more time to actually damage Dark Samus and finish her game. That's GG for
time.
Baja.
That is the first GG.
Now, there is technically we are going for combined time. So from now on, the clock is ticking for Bra and Cestrion. Basically, as soon as both players, both Cestrion and Bra, would have finished, they would have the amount of time that Baja has finished before would have been an additional buffer behind them for TGC to finish and still take the win.
Mm-hmm.
Since TGC is already on final bosses though, and Bra is still missing an artifact and Cestrion 4 SDKs, this is gonna be a win for OVG.
I mean, nothing's guaranteed. Maybe TGC is going to have a terrible accident and give the win to Cestrion and Bra. I don't think it could happen.
A terrible accident with Essence that takes us 20 minutes, maybe more.
It could happen. But yeah, the big difference here was TGC going first for upper mines rather than lower, which led them into the last go mode items they were missing, where Bra went down first and just got the boost ball, which Cannonball was in Sentinel's path for Baja to stumble into, so they never actually needed to go into lower mines. And that as well as the light beam in quarantine monitor, which Bra accidentally just decided not to get.
Oh, that light beam is hurtful still.
Yeah, the light beam was terrible.
The light beam was really punishing. It just didn't help that OVG had slightly better timing on everything.
Yeah.
But that's how it is in racing. Everyone has to get punished sometime.
The buff people think, yeah.
So hey, at least we're gonna see what graph boost is here in a second. And Echo's grapple. We were missing both.
Yeah, in the credits we will see the item locations, which hopefully are not too bad. TEC entering Essence. You want to talk about how Essence works, Jay?
Yeah, I would love to. So basically, we're going to stand still until Essence lays a pool of pure phase on here, which we then want to look into the opposite way to have Essence in a good position. A good concept is our beams aren't really able to damage Essence. We have to use the hyper mode, which we can only get from the Phase Ensue standing in this pure Phazon. And right now we're doing attack cancels, meaning we're basically letting the essence play out as much animations as possible by just interrupting it non-stop with the hyper mode shots, which also drains a good amount of HP. Afterwards, we are going to see pool cancels on pool 3, which is where we shoot on the same frame as we leave the pool, and we with that spare a lot of phase from the pool itself. The pool doesn't drain as fast. Oh no, we're actually seeing them right here already. That's quite early. But still Hunter Metroids, interesting. Basically, the big rule is just we want to keep Essence as far away from that carcass from Exo in the middle of the room, because over there is the issue that it sometimes just doesn't want to lay pools and would go into the next visor, but skip the vulnerability, skip the pool. And we don't like getting pool skipped here. Now, TGC is opting to do a 4 pool, which is fine. We have the PBs to take out those Fission Metroids here quick and easy. And with the Fission Metroid spawning, we should be able to just hold down now and take out all of the rest of Essence.
That is
And
GG
that is
for
GG.
GC.
And with that, OVG is taking this race with a combined time of a little bit over 3 hours. Not bad.
Right.
Let's see if we can get the races in here for an interview. I have some very, very important questions regarding certain ships.
It's just classic Baja. The plot armor didn't fail him, but
No, the plot armor did not. Grapple and Hype entrance. That is.
yeah, I saw Gravity Boost and Turbo Blast as well.
Both are certainly locations for that. And here we have the winning team. Hello, OVG. So, two things I have to say immediately. A, it's definitely a first for seeing vanilla PDs, that's for sure. And B, Baha, say, what was on top of ship?
Did I not?
check the top of
No.
Nope.
No, you didn't.
Nope.
Incredible. I even told TGC you're gonna be so proud of me because I'm gonna check the top of the different seeds before 20 minutes.
Did he have space jump when he was there?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I had spaceship screw tech.
Wow.
You had absolutely everything, and you just didn't.
What was it, out of curiosity?
Oh, I know why I was mad, because I got scammed by that first crate, and that, like, completely threw me off. Like, I was just like, shit, where am I gonna get a power bomb? Amazing.
So all this time, our knowledge of thinking Flagra or cargo freight is our goal mode, and X-ray could have just been, or not goal mode, but our logical key, and X-ray could have just been on top of the ship all of this time.
Oh, man. Yeah, I never would have considered that either, because in my mind, that was checked.
And I'm just seeing this. I see you skip it, and I'm just Mahano. If you get punished by this Maha, the meme will live forever.
I mean, I think the meme is already eternal. Things like this just only confirm it.
Baha still doesn't
this was
check
just
shit
too good.
when he has checked shit. But no, this seed was... I don't know if I'd call it interesting. Like, the power bombs were definitely, at least a fun factor of it. The J, I presume this was a seed you probably would not have enjoyed with the somewhat early beam kind of journey. Because at least we had plasma, like we could see plasma, we knew how to get plasma. We just had to find the key part of that. But as soon as like Varia popped up for us, we knew X-ray was somewhere. We knew it had to be in the chain because it was too suspicious, and I'd called out cargo freight immediately as soon as we got like wave ice and thermal.
Yeah, I think when you left Antichamber, you were tempted to check it immediately,
Yeah.
and then you decided against it? Yeah, because I saw that and I was like, oh, is he gonna do that? I love that. And then you decided to roll it and just said, oh.
Yeah, it was like, I kind of worked on the basis that it was there, like mentally it was there, and until we needed it, there was no reason to go for it. And because we got the various, it's somewhat out of logic, there was so much more that I could go and do. So I ended up kind of pushing that, and it wasn't until I basically kind of got to BK, because we were looking for Spider, that we started doing a bit of the cleanup, and then when we got hints, saw the hat, it was easy enough to kind of route in from there.
Hello.
Welcome in,
Jeez.
Sestrian and Bra.
Hello. So there was it was a back and forth at all times. Like TGC decided to stay in Torvis, Bra pushed for first, Bra got Cobalt first because of that. The big
think
thing
TGC
that
can stay
kind
in
of made
Torvis.
it, TGC stayed in Torvis already. But the
like to
thing
join
that
Torvis.
made it in the end was Bra resetting out of Observatory, not picking up the light beam that was in Qmon for quite a while.
Yeah, the light beam logic was really weird.
Yeah, we were hoping that Bra would go kill Fardas later on when they saved in workstation. They safe warped instead and didn't get it for like another 15
Yeah,
minutes.
at that point it was like one check left, which was it was cargo freight lift was the only logical check between both of our games, and so I was like, yes, it could just be my X-ray, but I kind of need to see if it's his light beam, because it could be, you know. I do feel like that seed kind of just like my decision to save warp early on before going to Watery Hall within like the first 10 minutes kind of just sent us on a downward spiral for like the whole seed, because it was like no ice means no dark beam when I'm in free crash site, no dark beam means no spider ball means no plasma, and just so on and so forth. They just a whole chain of things that we couldn't get because I didn't do that one decision.
Yeah. I think though otherwise it pretty much came down to the light late light beam, and also because of that, I don't know when you guys got Dark Visor, but I never wanted to do dark, like going for like collecting keys and stuff, because I knew that I need to go there anyway again, like Battleground and stuff like that. So yeah, so I never, I only started collecting stuff key-wise for the moment we know where Dark Visor was.
Yeah, we were both pretty much full clearing as well. But yeah, TGC chose upper mines before lower, and that was pretty important in terms of speeding us up. Although, I don't know if you caught there was a logically required boost ball in PCA.
Yep.
Yeah, we got that. Yeah,
Yeah,
the boost ball was also really weird because I didn't want it to do like the upper torus key checks because it technically requires boost ball, and like there was no cannonball inside, and so yeah, that was also an issue.
I enjoyed stumbling on cannonball on my way to do the cannonball wall crawl.
Oh, was it Olier?
It was Sentinel's Path.
Oh, Sentinel's Path. Okay,
That's, yeah, it came up through
nice.
ATS. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was all right. I just I don't regret the decisions that led me to not get light beam, because I felt like, I mean, it was just like a shot in the dark of where light beam was going to be if I was going to assume that it was in Fen. But I do regret not going to Watery Hall early on, because that would have saved us a lot of time. And that kind of thing is not uncommon in CGC, where it's
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Yeah,
you make one
definitely.
mistake, it's like a chain of full things that happen.
Yep.
Follow it.
I was gonna feel so bad if TGC ever like ran out of power bombs, because I absolutely should have had his supers in time for him to get his BB's first trip. I was not watching closely enough to see that he was in Hydra. I was like, TGC can wait a minute for these supers while I do this wall crawl. It's like, no, he cannot wait a minute. He's there right now.
Mm-hmm.
I had the time to go back though, like, because like as soon as we stumbled into the Dark Visor, which immediately went into like the phase-on suit, all that was left was for Baha to clean up everything. So I was like, do I have time to go get my power bombs? We're like, yeah, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Because like running around with two is just a bit. It's not uncomfortable. I just rather more than two.
Filed Shrine is such a bad artifact. It's like, it's so tempting to just want to get your SDKs first, and they were like pretty much all on path to the artifact cleanup anyways. But it feels bad doing all those SDKs on double time.
Also, the grapple beam was the biggest joke of the Citadel level.
Yeah, we were
Stupid
like,
logic chain.
we're like, surely there's going to be something in Profane Path with all the things pointing to it, and there's just grapple.
Well, that was
Yeah,
quite the important grapple.
What's looking
Yeah,
like?
because that was your light beam puzzle piece.
Yeah, but still.
All right, everybody. Thank you all so much for participating in the marathon. Hope
Yeah,
you
no
all
problem.
had a really good time.
Yeah,
It
thank
seemed
you.
like a really fun race.
Yeah.
I hope
Let's send it over
the
to
chat
final
enjoyed
thoughts.
it.
Yeah.
Sweet. I'm gonna send it over to final thoughts, and we'll just go literally straight down the list. Baha, Bras, Estrion. However it looks in Discord, we'll do that, and then I'll end it. And we'll head on out of here. There were too many people in this Discord call to just call out my name. Just go down the alphabetical list.
Just want to say, yeah, thanks for the race. GG's. Thank you, WX fan, for putting this on. And chat, get your donations in.
Thank you all for letting me and I commentate as well.
Yeah,
I really
absolutely.
appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you both as well.
Yeah, thanks for
Yeah.
taking the time to commentate. It was a fun race. Thanks for putting on the marathon. Yep.
Yeah, thanks for inviting. And for a good cause, too. So keep donating, guys.
Yeah, 100%. Like, as WX fan said yesterday, like, mental health is a very important thing for everybody, everyone out there, even those people that are maybe worried about trying to speak about it, open up about it, is definitely something that is worth doing. Seek the help, get the ears to kind of listen to whatever is kind of pulling you back. People inside this voice channel have definitely helped me in times that have been hard. I think during pandemic was when I came into Metroid Prime, and it was off the back of a kind of really difficult bout of depression. So I will say that there are positive things that come after your journey, your hard times. So yeah, get yourself out there, speak to people, speak to friends, donate for the good cause, get that money in so we can help more people.
100% agree.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Jay and Nye, did you want to say anything before we head on out of here?
Baja skip Chief MC, me happy.
The meme lives. The meme lives.
Sastri doesn't know. Baja literally just skipped ship again.
I mean, it will someday come back to bite him.
The plot armor was too strong today, though.
All right. Well, thank you all. You all are feel free to drop. We are done with Metroid Prime for now. Because we will see a Metroid Prime 2 Echoes randomizer run later, done by Bash Prime, commentated by Bash and Baja. So you'll all be hearing Baja again in a little bit. Right now, we're going to end this right now and set up for Metroid Fusion, the debut of the Randovania randomizer run by Hercules Bench Press. We'll see you in just a few minutes.